What's up, gang? Case here with our CrossFit strength work for Monday, June 14th. This is our performance week, so the last week of this cycle, 3x12 deadlift, supersetting with 3x10 to 12 strict toe to bar or knee raise. So this will be our last week for this cycle, so we're going to go as heavy and as high volume as we've been over the last 4 weeks. For your 3 sets of 12 on deadlift today, you want to try to use the same weight that you used for your 3 sets of 10 last week. When you hit number 12 today, you should still have a rep or two left in the tank. These should not be to all-out failure. We're trying to keep the muscle under tension for a long period of time, but we're not going for pure max strength when we're using these higher reps. We'll build into that coming up in the next cycle or two where we're dropping down weight and we're going heavier and heavier, approaching closer to technical failure by the ends of our sets. As far as technique goes today, on deadlift, I want to focus on our bar path. So we talk a lot about hip position and knee position when we're getting set up, as well as when we're coming down to the ground. And one of the big reasons for that is we want a completely vertical bar path. This being one of the heaviest lifts that we'll execute, that bar needs to stay as close to our leg and as close to our center of gravity as possible. So bar starts touching the shin, knees back, so that the bar doesn't have to come forward and out around the knees. That's why we talk about that vertical shin. So bar touching the shin, knees back. That bar has a straight path to slide now. Before we go, we pull ourselves tight into that bottom position. Hip is about halfway between knee and shoulder. And then as we stand, we keep those knees back so that bar can start to come straight up. And then we slide up the thigh. Same thing on the way down. We keep those knees back, and it's only a very slight knee bend until that bar gets below the knee, and then we bend at the knee to bring it down to the ground. Because if we bend our knees early, now that bar has to come forward, and it starts putting shear pressure on our spine. Also, if our shins are too far forward on the setup, now the bar has to come out and around the knees to get back to the top. So we're keeping those knees back, keeping a vertical shin, keeping that bar as close to our leg as we possibly can in order to facilitate that straight bar path. Pacing on these sets of 12 today, it should be controlled to the bottom and then more explosive to the top. No pause at the top. Control, barely tap stand. Don't go so heavy today that you get to here and you rush to the ground and bounce. Barely tap, controlling it all the way down, standing fast and stiff at the top. Rest about 90 seconds between your deadlifts and your toe to bar today. 2 goals on toe to bar. First one, no swinging. Actually, I guess 3 goals. First one, no swinging. Second one, getting your toes as close to the bar as you can. So if that means using some knee bend, go for that. If that means keeping the leg totally straight, go for that. And then last piece is whatever version you pick today, you should get to 10 to 12 reps without having to stop. Hands are going to be just outside the shoulders, thumb around the bar. Before we go, we get long, then we find our hollow body position, and then we can either go straight leg to get up to that bar, we can go knee and then leg to get up to that bar. And if you can't get those toes all the way up, we're just trying to get our knees up as high as we can, even engaging our lats up here at the top so that we start to lean back, because this movement is not just a low core movement. We have to learn how to pull with our upper core and start to use our arms. Pacing on these, find that hollow, come up, touch the bar, control the down. If you're not controlling the down, that's where that swing is going to come in today. But once we start that set, we should be moving consistently throughout. Good luck on today's strength work, and we'll see you back soon for our Metcon.